Right, so the high bar back squat from the side view. So again, foot position shoulder width apart. One thing I actually have forgotten to mention in previous videos is that her core is engaged, nice and tight, which is definitely a prerequisite of doing any loaded squat exercise. So forgive me for mentioning that earlier, but I did instruct her to engage her core before she um, did any of her squats. So core tight, shoulder blades retracted, feet shoulder width apart, bar resting on the traps, and let's begin. So it's half speed. She goes down. So hip first, keeping her weight in her heels mostly. There is some slight forward transition of weight from heel to midsole, but all in all, she is told to keep her weight in her heels, and I would say that the majority of her weight is in her heels, and she's squatting very well. Now she's only going down to 90 degrees, which is in general is considered as the optimum point. You can go lower than 90 degrees if you wish to get more um, recruitment in the glute muscles. Um, but again, that poses another question in terms of whether that's good long term because of the movement of the hip and the S part of the spine. But for her, she's going 90 degrees and very comfortably. So let me just go. By the way, when I say S part of the spine, I mean the sacrum joint of her spine and when it goes into the hip. So let's just rewind that to the deepest part of her squat. And whoops, sorry, I'm just fiddling around here. Forgive me. So there you go. And let's see what angle this is compared to the low bar back squat. So we've got whoop. Okay, hold on. Just flip these around. Sorry, forgive me. Again, my fat fingers are wreaking havoc. So again here. So yeah, so this angle, as you can see, is greater than with the low bar back squat. So she is more upright here, as you'd expect. So more of the forces from the loaded bar are going through her anterior, so side of her body, so more into the quads, and it's not so much into the posterior, the low back, and the glutes. Again, obviously, that degree of forward lean will depend on the individual and flexibility in the hip and that kind of stuff. But as you can see, it is less because the position of the bar is higher up on the back, allowing her to stay more upright. And it's all down to the balance, to balance obviously in terms of her center of mass and where she needs to be in relation to that to execute the movement proficiently. So let me just check this angle from, oops, sorry, I've added an extra thing there. So yes, so if I just take that to there and make that, you'll see that it is, hold on, wow, sorry, forgive me. So yes, let me just bring that down. So it's going straight up her back. And then you'll see that it's a much greater angle than with the low bar back squat, as I already showed before. Okay, that's the high bar back squat.